first pitch right after this. Okay, all set to go. Now the left fielder, Stephen Kwan. And that's way high. And we're off and running from Anaheim. That one ripped, but foul. Up the middle, sneaks through, base hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
Stepping up for the Guardians, Daniel Schneemann. Runner takes off. Swing and a miss. Safe at second, and he easily steals the bag. Outside low, and now it's even 1-1. Kwan stands at second with no outs. Well struck right field. That's back there and out of here. He flexes his power with that swing. The Guardians strike first. It's 2-0.
That's a fun way to take the lead. Just hit one out of the park.
Jose Ramirez in now, takes ball one off the plate. And that's fouled off.
Can be tough to bounce back after a big home run, but nobody on, nobody out. You just have to treat it as a fresh inning.
This to third, but it kicks foul. Nobody out with a pair of runs across in the frame here in the second game of the series. Fights that one away, still 1-2. Swings and misses on the fastball up in the zone for the strikeout. And next will be the cleanup hitter, Bo Naylor. And first offering is fouled off. Anderson ready to work. On the outside corner, and it's 0-2. Strike three, and that's 2 in a row. 2 outs, base is empty. Lane Thomas will make his way to the plate. Ball one, no strikes.
He's given up a couple of runs, but the pitch count really not as high as you would think. Might be able to get through this one under 25 pitches.
Kicks and fires. That one's spoiled, and the count now 2-1. 2 outs, base is empty. Fought off foul. Swing and a ground ball. Fires to first on the run. They get the out, and that'll do it. Cleveland with a pair on this blast. It's now back in Anaheim, and today's starter, Gavin Williams. Chris, what are you looking for from him?
Yeah, his ERA last year was a little worse than average, so definitely be looking for better results this season. You know, one of the keys is just being able to have a consistent delivery and to be able to repeat that delivery so you can hit the spots that you want to hit and have a higher chance of being successful.
1 ball, 1 strike.
The 1-1. Swing and a miss at a slider.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Next pitch misses way outside.
Sí, lo va a lavar.
That one missed. Swing and a miss. Strike three. That one came in at 99.
Well, pitchers have become so much better at commanding that high fastball. It used to be that a lot of pitchers didn't like to throw it because it threw off their release point and their mechanics, and they're aimed at keeping everything at the knees, get ground balls. But because hitters get a swing path that can lift balls at the knees up in the air and over the fence. This pitch has come back.
That one is absolutely belted. And out of here. His second of the year, and they're on the scoreboard. It's 2-1.
That's a great way to fire up this crowd. They're feeling it now. No, Boog, clearly some frustration out there on the mound right now. I mean, that ball was so close to going foul. Would have been a long strike, but instead, batter gets rewarded. Did a nice job of getting to the pitch and hitting it hard enough to get over the fence.
Here's Mike Trout. And the first offering is not close. Trout went deep in his most recent game. And another ball. Williams. Maybe a little less aggressive on the mound right now after that home run, Chris.
Yeah, it seems that way. You know, pitchers, they can come out, feel good, but then all of a sudden get touched up a little bit, and they start trying to throw instead of pitch. They're not trusting their stuff.
That's ball four. Tried another fastball, but missed the spot.
It's tough after falling behind the hitter, 2 balls and no strikes, but now at least he gets a fresh start against a new batter. But to get back into the strike zone and start pitching with conviction.
And now Taylor Ward swinging a foul back. That's out of play. Trout, the base runner at first with 1 out. Well, he's been good for the most part. Is it going to take someone going out to the mound to maybe refocus him a bit?
Well, partner, every pitcher's a little different. I liken it to you. Sometimes you come in and you're not as focused, and I kind of do what it takes to get you on track, and then you have a great show. So perhaps it's the same with him. Nobody really wants their rhythm broken up, but sometimes they need a little pick-me-up.
The 1-2. Some heat there at 98 miles an hour.
Came inside with that 2-strike fastball nicely and just bunched him up on the inside part of the plate. Couldn't get around on it and catch it out front. Many times if you do, it's a foul ball. And you know, a lot of pitchers, they really don't like working inside.
He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. But not before they're able to draw closer with this play. All set for the start of the inning. Now it's the Guardians DH, David Fry. Anderson back to work. And that drops in for a strike.
That slider breaking in can be a tricky pitch. If you don't finish it and have that bite at the end and it stays out over the plate, it can get hit a long way. That was a good one right there.
Swing and a miss. Had him out front for the strikeout.
He came out of his mechanics there. Typically likes to shoot the ball the other way, but that time, a little anxious.
And now Carlos Santana. And misses inside. And that is out of play.
So glad these ballparks have installed the netting to protect the fans, keep things safer all around the league.
Foul ball. 1 down, base is empty.
Count's full.
Tried to backdoor him with that slider right there, but just missed off the plate. Good pitch, though.
Swings and blasts one deep to left center. And that one hops the wall. Around first, heading for 2. Into second, and he's got a double.
I'm sure he feels really good about that one. Loud contact leads to the double. I mean, you could tell it had extra bases written all over it as it jumped off of his stick.
One out, runner at second. Jhonkensy Noel digs in for the Guardians. Right through there for a strike. 1 out, the runner at second here at the top of the second. And foul ball. Foul ball
Yes,
still
babe.
0-2. Cleveland up a run, looking for more. And a swing and a miss. He's notched 4 strikeouts now. Gabriel Arias digs in for the Guardians. The shortstop takes the ball.
Counts 1-0.
And that one fouled off. Runner at second, 2 down. Just missed.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, hit a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. He picks up his 5th strikeout on the hill. So 1 hit is all they get. Down to the bottom of the second. And we're back. We head to the bottom of the second. And now here's the veteran DH, Jorge Soler. There's the strike.
0-1's the count.
Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning. Here is Yoan Moncada. Good power, not great in the OBP department. Check swing, called strike. Soler gets his lead at first, nobody out.
You see? I
And
took out more.
one in the air center field.
I prefer my dad.
Makes the grab, 1 down. Here's Joe Adele.
Taken high in the draft, he's had that top prospect labeled over him since he put on a professional uniform. But at some point, that starts to go away, and you've got to produce at the big league level.
And that one gets past the catcher.
Getting the out was never going to be easy. The wild pitch outside made things very difficult behind the plate, and it turned into a stolen base opportunity.
And a swing and a miss there.
Cold night like
1 ball, 1
tonight,
strike.
last thing you want to do as a hitter is get jammed or even off the end. Trying to find that sweet spot on the bat. Tell you what, you're going to be trying to catch things out front, so off-speed pitches may be a good complement to that fastball.
In the dirt, nice pick.
Great job from the first baseman to get a little dirty on the plate for the catch. Just because it looked easy, that doesn't mean it was.
Luis Rengifo gets a chance to hit here. Popped in the air, left field. Snags it on the run. And the inning is over. Angels leave 1, and our score remains 2-1. Back here at Angel Stadium, on to the 3rd inning. Leading off, Stephen Kwan. There's a swing and a drive. This one could be trouble. Makes the turn and heads for second. In safely. It's a double and his 2nd hit.
Wasting no time. He's 2 for 2 now on the night, and just a triple and home run away from the cycle.
Seriously, we're starting with this already. And up next for Cleveland, Daniel Schneemann. He's already homered here in this one. Towards first, and it stays fair. Coming home. He'll score easily. Throws to second.
Picks himself up an RBI. Turned on it nicely. Definitely a little out in front of the pitch, but he didn't hook around it too much and was able to keep it fair down the line.
Here's Jose Ramirez. And that drops in for a strike.
Hitter's got some good opposite field power. What I like about something being hit to the right side into the outfield is that the base runner at second has a very good read and can determine whether or not he can score on that base hit.
Runner in scoring position, nobody out. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. Got it. So he picks up his 6th strikeout of the ball game. Bo Naylor digs in for the Guardians. And a foul ball. Anderson winds and deals.
Well, he left that changeup up. Got away with one there, and he'll take it, but doesn't want to make that mistake again.
Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. Swing and a pop-up. Neto gets under it. And there's 2 away. Here's Lane Thomas now. Grounded out his first time. Strike on the inside corner. Schneemann at second with 2 down.
1-1.
In the dirt.
Oh, the perfect substitute.
Next offering is fouled back. And that's down and away. 2 outs and 1 in scoring position. High in the air, out to right. Trout settles under it, and he makes the catch. And that'll do it. But a run will score in the inning on this RBI double. And this set for the bottom of the third, and the batter will be the shortstop, Zach Neto. The shortstop takes the ball. Grounder off the pitcher. And he beats it. He's safe. The comebacker got him down low, and you can really see him favoring the leg. That's his plant leg, which might be a concern, Chris.
Yeah, you hope he's got some feeling in that leg so he can land on it, like you said. But from the way he's acting out there, I think it looks like he's going to be okay and try to continue.
Shadowell in the box now. No balls and a strike. Late with the swing there.
He was really trying to stay back for something off speed. That's why he was so tardy on that swing.
Swing and a line drive, and that one's a base hit out into left center field. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
Really nice job of 2-strike hitting in that at bat. You can't do much better than that on a pitch that far outside of the strike zone. Got him to chase on the 2-strike count, but he wasn't fooled. He hit that ball really well.
And now batting, Mike Trout. Got it started a little too early. Strike 1. And a fastball misses outside for a ball. And a count even 1-1. Swing and a miss as he was late.
Love to see it. Power versus power right there.
Got him swinging.
That's a pretty nasty pitch right there. I'd call it a power curveball in the 80s. It's got so much spin on it, and you really don't have a lot of time to sit back and watch what it's going to do before you have to commit. It was a good one for the swinging strikeout.
Ward takes low, second trip to the plate in this one.
Way to lay off that pitch down. The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
And a count 1-2.
Really going after him here. All fastballs to get ahead in the count.
Outside. It's 2-2. Runners at first and second with one gone here in the last half of the third. And a swing and a miss. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today. And next for L.A., Logan O'Hoppe. First offering misses badly for ball 1. Turned on, but that's foul down the third baseline. Strike two, and there's a real chance they get out of this without allowing a run. Line drive, base hit. The throw in. Save. In comes the run from second, and they trail by one.
Well, that's a lonely feeling for an outfielder. The read wasn't great, and it really hurts when it costs your team a run.
First and second, 2 outs. Jorge Soler up at the plate. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. That one back. And it bangs off the wall. 1 runs in. A second scores as well. It's 4-3.
Big one there as he drives in a couple of runs. Absolutely blasted that one into the gap, but just didn't have quite enough to clear the wall out there. Maybe a little more elevation under it and it carries over, but that's a swing you'll be happy with every time.
Yohan Moncada with a chance to hit. Pitch misses inside. 1-0. Soler at second with 2 down. Next one misses. Ball 2.
Well, usually a high level of confidence when you're facing a young pitcher out there on the mound. In this situation, ahead 2-0. He's put himself in a really good spot.
Swing and a miss. Strike 1.
Ooh, Baya. You got to remember to take the donut off the bat, partner.
Swings over the top of that one.
Man, he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
I stop saying that, Noe.
Not a foul ball. He stays alive.
I don't want to hear that you're bored anymore. That means all you.
Let's knock this thing out. Let's clear out some of the bases.
2-2 now. In the dirt.
You want some,
Good battle here. About to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat.
You're going to help me with the weeds outside, right? You have some more gloves.
Ripped on the ground to second. Throw on to Santana. Inning ends, and that stops the bleeding. But 3 score in the inning. 2 of them on this 2-run double. It's now a 4-3 ball game. And welcome back to the ballpark. And now the DH, David Fry. That's down and in. A slider missed.
You know, these Guardians doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way. And
I'll go down to that room downstairs and check something that you want.
It's not just the 3 runs they've already scored. On top of that, they forced this starter to throw more pitches than he wanted to at this point of the game.
The 1-1 is fouled off. Popped up. Makes the catch for the out.
And that pitch count is impactful because if they can keep making him work hard out there, it may force the bullpen to get involved a little sooner rather than later.
Santana stands in now and watches strike 1. And that's through there for a strike. And it's 0-2. Just misses the mark outside the zone. Swing and a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Everything came together perfectly for him right there. That's a good sound coming off the bat, man. And as he connected out front and ripped it into the outfield, that's one of those swings where you just don't even feel the ball hit the barrel. That's a pure stroke.
Jhonkensy Noel digs in for the Guardians. Struck out swinging his first time. Ball 1 there. Next offering is in for a strike. And a swing and a miss.
Knowing that the pitcher wants a ground ball double play opportunity here, you've got to lay off pitches down in the zone. Right there, swinging at that pitch, that's a no-no.
Slice the other way. That's a base hit. They get it in quickly. So first and second, now one out.
Everything came together for him. Got a fastball, middle of the plate, jumped all over it. Absolutely smoked that ball.
Now here is Gabriel Arias. And fouled off. On the ground, 2 ball. Oh, a great flip. There's one to first, not in time. Great effort there. Stephen Kwan digs in for the Guardians. That to right. And that's the 3rd out. Bottom of the 4th, so in now for the Angels, Joe Adell. And a foul ball.
You know, these Angels showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. Pitch count is pretty high, and
1-1.
they've plated 4 runs already, so I think it's safe to say their game plan is working out pretty well right now.
Swing and a miss as he was out front that time.
2 strikes.
And a swing and a miss. Now 5 strikeouts for him on the mound.
Really nice execution of the cut fastball right there. Similar to how you might throw a 2-strike slider, start it middle away, let it break and take over that outside corner of the plate. But sometimes with a cutter, you just don't know how much it'll move.
And no one can get there. Around first and hustling for second. And that's a 2-bagger.
Well, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. Pretty much just a textbook double into the gap. And when you can drop one in there between the outfielders, you know you're making the turn at first. Just an excellent swing.
So the batting order turns over. Now it's going to be Zach Neto. Swings and misses.
0-1's the count.
That's strike 1. The shortstop takes the ball.
Clearly didn't come out of his hand the right way. Left that curveball way up.
And that misses. Now 2 balls and a strike. Movement in the pen for the Guardians. Matt Festa preparing to come on if needed. Heron also throwing. That's down and in. A slider missed.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
Way out front for strike 2.
We got full count.
Got him. And that's 6 Ks for him in this one. Nolan Shotwell will hit next. He's already homered in this game. And a swing and a miss.
0-1.
Swings through that one for strike 2.
0-2 is the count.
Next one off the plate inside. And the count is 1-2. And there's the ball. Rengifo on at second with 2 down. Upstairs.
He should get a pretty good pitch to hit here with 3-hole hitter coming up if he's walked.
Ground ball right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Back in Anaheim, now the number 2 hitter, Daniel Schneemann.
He's hitting for that pop. Came out of the gates really strong.
Just missed.
You know, these Guardians, digging into their numbers, have to be happy with the swings they're taking. They've hit 7 line drives already, and even though some of them have been for outs, there's nothing wrong with delivering consistent, hard contact. That's almost always going to lead to positive results.
2-1.
Yeah, the 2-1 hammered but foul. And that's outside. And he grounds one to the right side. Rengifo tosses to first. One up, one down. Jose Ramirez digs in for the Guardians. Late swing fouled off. One down, base is empty. And that one's a little bit low. And the count is 1-1.
That's a ball. 2 balls, 1 strike.
And it's through for a hit. So a man aboard now with one away. Bo Naylor getting ready to hit. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. The kick and the pitch. Runner goes. There's a ball. And that's a stolen base. Not even close. And the tying run is now in scoring position. That one to first. Shanuel takes it to the bag, steps on first, and it's out number 2.
Well, there's a lot riding on that at bat right there. Nice job of the pitcher to bear down, make the pitch, get the ground ball. Excellent piece of work.
Spikes that one. It goes to the backstop. No advance, though.
You know, this guy's great speed is in the back of that pitcher's mind. If he can get on, it's going to give him one more thing he's got to think about.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2. And that's in the dirt.
Oh, yeah.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
He's in a tough spot, had to make a great pitch, did it, got the strikeout, gets out of the jam. Clearly, he's happy with those results.
Back now to start the bottom of the 5th, and taking over on the mound, Matt Festa.
Still pretty early in the ball game, so this bullpen has some work ahead of them. Best case scenario might be if he can come in here and get several quick outs, kind of bridge the gap that starter left for him. You know, these Angels really impressing me with the quality of their at-bats in this one. It's been fun getting a chance to see them go to work. It looked to me like they really wanted to get to the starter early, get him out of the game before he settles in, so I'd say mission accomplished.
0-2 now. And that skips into dirt.
That's a ball. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. The 2-2. Got him swinging. 1 out. Taylor Ward now at the plate. He's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. Out in front with the swing, and that is strike 1.
0-1.
1 out, base is empty. And that's in for a strike. Swing and a miss. Struck him out, coming out of the bullpen and throwing BBs.
Third time he struck out in this one, and definitely an individual performance you want to flush. He just hasn't looked very comfortable up there. Just one of those days. But when you're still winning the ball game, at least you can focus on doing your part to maintain that lead and getting that W.
Did you just read it, Dave?
A swing and a miss as he chases way out of the zone. Swing and a miss.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
2-2 the count.
2 down, nobody on. Last half of inning number 5. And that one cutting but missing down low. That's ball 4. Tried another sweeper, but couldn't find his zone.
One of the things about that 2-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So a ball down the line or into the gap will produce.
Oh, now this one's high and deep. Way back there. On its way. Gone. He'll touch them all. His second of the year, and they boost their lead. It's 6-3.
There 0-0 looking to do damage. I think he had his sights set on that pitch. He went and got it and circled the bases.
Here comes Yoan Moncada. 0 for 2 in this one. Swings through that one.
0-1's the count.
Inside, almost got him.
Straighten him up a little bit.
Swing and a miss. Gonna count 1 and 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Swing and a ball popped in the air. Arias makes the grab, and that's the inning. But 2 come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this 2-run homer. Top of the new arm out of the bullpen, Chase Silseth.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
Wow.
Pitch is in there, and the count even at 1.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Oh, that'll make you feel good as a hitter right there. Pretty tough for the infielders to do anything with that one. He pulled it hard into the outfield, and even when you keep it on the ground, it feels great when you hit a missile like that.
Santana now in the box. Comes up empty with a swing there. Next pitch downstairs, and that's ball 1.
Yeah.
Now, these guys definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap, but, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ball game.
Fry aboard here at first with nobody out. That one ripped right center field. That's back there. That one is gone. A 2-run homer. And they throw a pair on the board. It's 6-5.
Yeah.
That was blasted.
Absolutely. No doubt off the bat.
But why you want such a faraway salon? Oh my God! Really? You don't know that exactly. That's an hour and 20 minutes for a hair salon.
Stepping in,
In New Haven.
Noel.
That's
And
40.
there's a
It's
strike.
58. That's 65 miles.
Nobody on, nobody out. A pair of runs across in the inning, and
Wait,
we're
can
the
you
top half
research
of
his
the
hair salon?
sixth. Oh, he can't hang on. Still manages a throw. The throw comes in
Can you
too
send the
late,
info
and
of the
they
hair
catch a
salon?
break as they get a base runner at first.
Just barely able to beat that one out. Man, he was giving it his all, getting down the line right there. Fielder got a piece of it, but the way that thing came off the bat, no surprise at all. He couldn't pick it cleanly. It's a very difficult play, and that swing definitely was deserving of a hit.
This looks like extra bases, and it gets by him. Heading for the plate. Safe at the plate, and the misplay cost them a run. It's 6-6.
4 hits in a row, and they're really swinging it here. Challenged him with the fastball right in the heart of the zone, and he was clearly ready to jump all over it. A chance now to take the lead, and at this point in the game, that could be a deciding run.
Quan, the next to hit, takes outside.
With the big bats coming up and a home run already surrendered, he's really going to have to execute against these next couple of batters.
On the ground to the left. Moncada tossed to first. Now one gone in the top of the sixth. Here's the second baseman, Daniel Schneemann. Ripped to short. Tosses across to first. That's out number 2. Jose Ramirez digs in for the Guardians. Hard hit right side. Takes it himself. That ends the inning, and they limit the damage. So they get 3. Back now for the bottom of the 6th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Cade Smith. Tied at 6, and now the center fielder, Joe Adell. Off the mark there, and that is ball 1. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Paul Sewald getting loose out there. Heron getting cranked up as well. The 1-1. Check swing. He went too far, and it's a strike.
I was whining here.
2 strikes.
You have to.
Check swing, and he held
2
up.
strikes.
Oh, it's the same day, so.
To third, Ramirez. One away, bottom of the 6th. And now it's the switch hitting second baseman, Luis Rengifo. 1 for 2. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Base is empty, 1 away here in the bottom of the 6th. Check swing. Did he go?
Not let
Yes,
them
he
go
did.
to the mouse house. They're gonna be they're better off going somewhere here and doing something and staying here. They're just gonna be sitting there staring at the wall.
Ball 2.
The worst possible
We got
idea.
2 balls, 1 strike.
That clips the zone. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Someone's doing exercise.
That one is
Down at 3 and 2.
upstairs.
You hear it?
That one the other way. Puts it away for the out.
That swing right there tells me he's seeing the ball pretty well. I know it didn't produce a hit, but he made solid contact, and that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate.
Back to the top of the lineup. Now it's the Angels leadoff man, Zach Neto. 1 for 3. Late on that fastball.
Threw that fastball right by him, slightly elevated. That's a confidence boost for this guy out there on the mound. See if he continues to climb the ladder.
That's inside.
That's off the inside corner, and that's ball 1. And it's strike two.
Just not able to catch
One
up to
ball,
that velocity.
2 strikes. Ball that's outside.
That
count
one
is ball.
misses, and that's ball 3. He swings here and drives one well left field, way back, and you can forget it. And they grab the lead. It's 7-6. That's their 3rd home run of the game.
They're having a lot of fun at the plate in this one. They've got the long ball working for them on autopilot. Looks like this guy was looking out over the plate, but he was ready to turn on the inside fastball. So direct to the pitch. Absolutely blasted out of this ballpark.
And next for the Angels, Nolan Schanuel. Ground ball right side. Oh, what a stop. To his knee, the throw. Safe at first as they can't make the play.
Oh, that one right there had the looks of one of those plays of the week. Great diving stop, but he just couldn't set up to make a good throw. Maybe got a little too excited. He was probably feeling it as well, but either way, that's a tough play and a tough error.
Kicking it down. Oh,
The 0-1.
¿cómo?
That's a ball. 1-1.
¿Cómo va a ser?
That one out to right. Noel makes the catch, and that'll do it. Angels get one with a solo homer. It's now a 7-6 ball game.
13-5.
You're dialed into the show.
Dave. I was just 5-3.
Back here at Angels
You know what I'm really doing good at?
The top of the 7th. So in now for
The
Cleveland.
WNBA.
Bo Naylor.
Wait. That's been my best sport so
So they bring on the veteran Hunter Strickland.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect a tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
What? This game's almost over. I'm gonna clean it off. The pitch.
That clips the corner.
That's a real nice cutter right there. I mean, this guy can struggle with the inside pitch at times, so I'd say that's pretty effective if you can continue to command it on that side of the plate.
Looking to get the tying run on base. And a swing and a miss. Now one away. A big first out here in the 7th via the punch out.
Yeah, it just does so much to change the outlook of an important inning like this. When you got the leadoff hitter, so critical in setting the table when you got a tight game like this. So a strikeout really puts them on their heels.
Here's Lane Thomas. And a pop-off right side, foul territory. Has room, and he makes the catch.
Hey, man, 4 pitches, 2 outs. That is an excellent pace.
Fry in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike. Trying to hold a 1-run lead here in the top half of inning number 7. Trout sizing it up. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And that is... So Cleveland brings on a new reliever, Paul Sewald. This is his first appearance of the season. Ward now at the plate as he swings through strike 1.
He's had a tough day at the plate. 3 strikeouts already. It's hard not to think negative, but you got to find a way to somehow center up the baseball and put it in play.
On the ground, right side. A flip to the pitcher covering, and they get the leadoff hitter in the 7th. Logan O'Hoppe, the next to hit for the Angels. And first offering is fouled off. And the pitch is outside, ball one. And now the count 1-2 after the swing and the miss.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And down on strikes. 2 gone now. Jorge Soler, the next to hit for the Angels.
And it may be a long shot, but a triple here will give him the cycle.
And he swings and misses, and it's 0-1.
Just a bit tardy there. Not sure if he had a hard time picking it up out of the hand or if he was sitting off speed.
And he gets that fastball by him upstairs.
This guy's pounding the zone. Hitters don't have time to think in between pitches.
That one outside. Now 1-2. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the bottom of the 7th. And a swing and a miss. And that's that. So no run.
Leading off for Cleveland.
Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Ben Joyce.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves. Late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
And a foul ball makes the count 2-1. That one missed.
Really been able to slow down the game tonight with his at-bats, and the biggest one he's had so far, he doesn't look anxious at all.
Throws to first in time. Leadoff man is out here in the 8th.
That's what a good sinker's designed to do. Get a guy to roll over a little bit, hit the ball on the ground, kill some worms while you're at it.
Late swing, foul to the left. 1 down, base is empty. High fly ball out to left field. Ward running hard to get it. And an automatic double as it hops the fence.
One of the hardest things to do in the game, to stay mentally and physically ready for the big opportunity, and he came through for his club right there.
So the tying run in scoring position now. Stepping up for the Guardians, Gabriel Arias. And that one hit 97 on the gun. And the slider just misses. Swing and a miss. 1-2.
Well, if he's going to do something special right here, it's going to have to happen with 2 strikes.
That was pretty nasty.
Well, even if you don't feel great about it, you got to swing the bat with 2 strikes in this situation. You've got the tying run out there in scoring position. Just put the ball in play. Maybe something good will happen. It just didn't look like he understood the situation.
This one in the dirt. Tag, save. He's into third on the wild pitch. 2 outs. Pitch misses there, and a count 2-1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
And that one missing low.
I almost feel like he's frustrated a little bit. He wants to be challenged.
And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Walks out of the bullpen can absolutely kill your momentum very quickly. They're in some hot water trying to protect this lead.
So 2 outs with runners on the corners. Now Daniel Schneemann delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95. Just missed. Missed with a changeup. Now 2 balls and a strike. Big spot. 2 out. Both the tying and go-ahead runs are aboard. And that'll load the bases.
Well, interesting. He went with the off speed and walked the hitter. Man, you got to challenge the guy with the fastball.
Pivotal at bat now for the dangerous Jose Ramirez. And there's a strike on the outside corner.
Tough situation right here. It's so important as a pitcher to get ahead in the count as he did right there.
Ball 1 there.
1-1.
And a count 1-2.
just missed. If he's able to connect on that, look out.
And that's downstairs and outside.
That's a really good take.
On a line. And that's the third out. So they get out of the bases loaded jam without any damage, and that does it for the inning. And we're back. Bottom of the inning at the plate. Yoan Moncada. Sewell back to work. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did. It's 0-1. Slashed foul down the right side. That'll hook off into the seats. Ripped on a line to center. Thomas hauls it in, and there's one away.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
Base is empty, one away. Here the bottom half of the 8th inning. And a big swing and a miss.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. That K is his 3rd of the game. Now it's the second baseman, Luis Rengifo. Swings through that one for strike 1.
0-1's the count.
All over that one right there. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
Next to hit, Zach Neto on the ground. And that's just foul. Rengifo leads off first with 2 down to the inning. That one close, ruled a ball. Ball 1.
Just missing off the plate there according to the umpire, and out there on the mound maybe trying to get an explanation. Can't say he's convinced, but it looks like he's accepted it.
He goes down looking. Angels leave one as they still lead by 1. It's 7-6. And welcome back. Kenley Jansen on to try and close it out.
Now this is an extremely confident pitcher. He loves the pressure. Actually likes the 1-run game better than a comfortable 3-run save opportunity because that's when he pitches his best.
And that's off the inside edge. 1-1. And that eats him up.
Well, that at-bat had a lot of pressure riding on it, so really great job coming through right there. It's got to feel good. There's something about pulling one down the line and shooting it through the infield that's just so satisfying as a hitter. It's just fun turning on a pitch like he did right there.
And now, Lane Thomas to first, and he beats it. Everyone's safe.
This couldn't have played out any better on offense. They were trying to trade it out to move the runner into scoring position, but instead they just couldn't make the play on defense. You really need to get it out there.
Fry up to bat next, lays off for a ball. 1-run game here in the top of the 9th. And that is in for a strike. And it's 1-1.
Well, comfortable or not, these are the situations closers.
Hauls it in for the out. Throw not in time at second to double him off. Great hustle to get back. He's 2 outs away. And now the first baseman, Carlos Santana. And that's off the outside edge. Ball 1. Just off the inside edge. Crowd locked in right now. 1-run game here in the 9th. On the ground, could be two. Shanaway over to second, back to the pitcher covering, double play, and that's the ball game.
After 4 wins in a row, you start to think a little bit that you're on a roll, and that's the momentum that just takes on a life of its own. Players start hitting up and down the lineup. Never know who's going to come up with the big hit, who's going to come out of the bullpen and get the big outs, but it's a good feeling, and you want to extend it.
1-run game here today. Your final score, 7-6. They hang on to win it.
Dale, come.
I find a way to go get it. The fatty, the rest, the digits.